Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rahim Sheikh and today we are going to see the future perfect continuous tense. So this is going to be the last tense in the master tense series. Okay, so please pay your 100% attention. Also, let's start with the future perfect continuous tense. First, we will see the when to use this tense. After that, we will see the different structures like positive sentence structure, negative sentence structure, and in the last, we are going to see the interrogative sentence structure. So this is what you are going to learn from this video. Okay, let's start. Now let's start. So when to use future perfect continuous tense, first we will see that. Okay, to tell about an action which will be ongoing before a certain time in the future. To tell about that action, we use future perfect continuous tense. Let's say one action is started now, and it will be ongoing for certain time in the future, for a specific time in the future. To talk about that action, we use future perfect continuous tense. So here I have taken two examples. She will have been studying for 2 months by next June. So now next June is future. Okay, no, next June is future or June. Here there is no next June. Okay, only June is there. So June is future here. So this action is going on every day. Okay, continuously, and it will be continued before a certain time in the future. So to talk about that action, we use future perfect tense. Okay, future perfect continuous tense. Now here, first we are going to see the positive structure. This positive structure means positive sentence structure. Okay, so here I have written positive structure, means you have to understand positive sentence structure. Positive sentence structure. Now first subject is there. Okay, in any positive sentence you will see subject will be there at the first position. Okay, so same goes here. Subject is there, after that will have been, after that fourth form of verb, and in the last object is there. After that, see the example. So with the example you can understand in the better way. She will have been studying for 2 months by June. Okay, now here she is subject, will have been is, these are the three helping verbs here. So what are the three helping verbs? Will have been. Okay, these are the helping verbs, and remaining, this is the fourth form of verb, and remaining part is object. Now what you have to remember here, will have been, here there are three helping verbs in future perfect continuous tense. Okay, how many helping verbs are there? There are three helping verbs. What are those? Will have been, and you have to use all these three helping verbs after subject and before main verb, and after subject. Okay, this is the place of helping verbs in future perfect continuous tense. Okay, after that, here we are using fourth form of verb means ing form, you can say, in other words. Okay, so she will have been studying for 2 months by June. Now see another example. Students will have been playing for 3 months by 6 p.m. Now students, this is the plural subject. Here. This was a singular subject. Okay, so same helping verb we have to use, because there is no difference in singular and plural subjects here. Means we are not going to use different subjects. Okay, so here students will have been playing for 3 hours by 6 p.m. So this is a second example. So you understood these two examples and this structure: subject plus will have been plus fourth form of verb plus object. Okay, now let's see another examples. So here let's see the another example. A girl will have been, subject, after that helping verbs, will have been walking for 10 kilometers by 10 p.m. A girl will have been walking for 10 kilometers by 10 p.m. So here a girl is subject, will have been, these three are the helping verbs. After that, fourth form of verb, and remaining part is object. Okay, so here, as we discussed, for we use for specifying a duration or one duration. Okay, and since we use for specifying the starting time. Okay, since we use for specifying, this is the preposition. Okay, since and for. Here we specified the kilometers. Okay, so here we didn't specify the time, but usually in perfect continuous tense, for and since are used to specify the time. Okay, now see this is the third example. Now one more example I will take. Boys will have been watching a movie for 3 hours 3 hours by 6 o'clock or 6 p.m. by 6 p.m. Okay, boys will have been watching a movie for 3 hours by 6 p.m. So whenever you are watching a movie, you watch continuously, right, for 3 hours. So whenever that action is going to be continuous, it comes in the perfect continuous tense. Okay, perfect continuous tense. And in the future, before 6 p.m., you will complete watching your movie. So it comes in the future perfect continuous tense. So what is the example here? Boys will have been watching a movie for 3 hours by 6 p.m. Now here what is the subject? Boys is the subject. After that will have been. These three are the helping verbs. Watching, fourth form of verb, and remaining part is object. So you understood this positive structure. Okay, so subject plus will have been plus fourth form of verb plus object. Okay, now let's see the negative structure. In negative, what you have to do? You just need to add not. But where you will add that not? Okay, here there are three helping verbs, right? In previous tense we have seen maximum there are only two helping verbs. Now here there are three. So how you have to remember? Whenever there are three helping verbs, I told you one trick. Two. Whenever there are two helping verbs, note we have to use in between these two helping verbs. Now here where you will use? So first subject will not. After first helping verb only you have to use not. Okay. So here where you have to use not? Here after the first helping verb. So what is the first helping verb here? That is will. Okay, I will wipe this and I will write again. So first subject, after that will, after that not, after that have, next been, next fourth form of verb, and finally object. Subject will not plus have plus been plus fourth form of verb plus object. So whenever you see two or more helping verbs in a sentence, so whenever you are framing negative sentence, so you have to use not after first helping verb. Okay, after first helping verb, not main verb. Okay, now see the examples. What will be the first example? She will not have been watching a movie for 3 hours, we can say, but here I am taking up to this only. Okay, you understood structure and how we are going to use this tense. Okay, she will not have been watching a movie. So first what you need to understand, this structure is very important here. Okay, first helping verb, that is will, after that not, after that have been. Okay, this is the structure you are going to follow in negative structure. Okay, first subject, this is the subject. Okay, after that will, not, have been. You understood where you have to use not in this future perfect continuous tense? You understood, right? Now let's take one more example. So here I will not take more examples because it is very easy to understand, and if you have watched all my previous videos, so easily you will grab it. Okay, now let's take another example. Teachers will not have completed, will not have been. This is not only perfectness, right? It is perfect continuousness. Will not have been completing complete. So here completing all their syllabus. So what is the example here? Teachers will not have been completing all their syllabus. So teachers is the subject here. After that will. After that not. Next have been, a fourth form of verb, and remaining part is object. So you got two examples here. So easily you can match with the structure. First subject, next will not. After that have been, and next fourth form of verb and object. So this is the negative structure in a future perfect continuous tense. Okay, now let's discuss the verbal and the WH questions. So here I am not taking many examples because it is very easy to understand and easily you can understand. So here let's wipe it. So first we will see verbal questions. Verbal questions. So first we are going to see the structure, right? So you know what does mean by verbal question. Okay, the question which starts with helping verb. Okay, what are there are three helping verbs, will, have, been. So which helping verb you will take at the first position, which comes at the first position in those helping verbs. Okay, will we will take at the first position, will. Okay, after that subject, after that have been, been, after that fourth form of verb, after that object. Okay, so here question mark in the last. So even if you write, even if you don't write, eventually you have to put the question mark at the end of any verbal question. Okay, now see the example. So you understood, will plus subject plus have been plus fourth form of verb plus object. Okay, this is going to be the structure for verbal questions in future perfect continuous tense. Okay, now let's see the examples. So first example, will he have been reading a book? Reading a book. Will he have been reading a book? Now first at the first position, will. After that subject, after that have been. So here there are three helping verbs. Okay, after that fourth form of verb, and in the last object. Okay, now let's take one more example. Will they have been, have been running in the ground, in the ground, question mark. Will they have been running in the ground? So what is the verb here? Running, and we have to use fourth form of verb here. So first will, after that subject, after that have been, after that fourth form of verb, and remaining part is object here. So you understood what is the verbal question and how to frame the verbal questions in future perfect continuous tense. You must have understood, right? So WH questions in this future perfect continuous tense, you have to frame WH questions by your own. So this is the last tense in our master tense series. Okay, so after this what you have to do, if you have watched all this series, please whatever exercise I have given you, try to do that and try to write whatever I am writing on the board, note it down in your notebook and practice that. Revision is most important. If you don't practice, you will forget everything. If you practice once a week or twice a week, so it is very important. Within 2-3 months you will master the tense. After that you don't need to watch, and you don't need to see this tense again. So practice is more important here. Okay, if you don't understand anything, try to rewatch the videos, or you can comment it. Okay, I will see all the comments and I will try to solve your problem. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and please do subscribe my YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that whenever I upload new videos, you will get the notifications.